What's going on, fam? It's your boy AP, the Fragrance King, man. Listen, everybody need a starting five. Everybody need a top five, whatever you want to call it, man. I call these my starting five. These are my starting five fragrances as it pertains to compliment getting. Really, that's what it's all about, man. You wearing a fragrance and you ain't getting no compliments, you probably gonna leave that thing on the shelf. You probably not even gonna wear it no more, man. So today, without further ado, I want to give you my top five or my starting five most compliment getting fragrances that I've worn this year, 2026, and that's got me the most compliments, right? I got five on this list, five bangers, man. You want to know what that list looks like? Keep it locked. We about to get right into it. All right, man, listen, we're going to jump right into the list. You know how I like to do it, man. So we're going to start this thing off right. And we're going to be talking about a fragrance that I haven't really seen anybody talk about on YouTube, TikTok, or any of that stuff, man. But it's a banging fragrance. What fragrance am I talking about? I'm talking about Magnetic Elixir by Luxottic. Listen, a lot of y'all probably ain't never seen this fragrance, man. But let me tell you, this thing is a monster. If you somebody that like fruits, and you just like citruses, and it's not too sweet, it's not too bitter, and it's gonna get you a lot of compliments, and it's gonna last you all day, then look no further than Magnetic Elixir by Luxottic. This thing right here is beautiful. Listen, it took me a minute to actually put this fragrance on. So I bought the fragrance, I sprayed it on my hand in the store, I bought the fragrance, I brought it home, and honestly, I just kind of forgot about it, man. It kind of got lost in the shuffle of everything else, day-to-day life that I had going on. But this thing works. I had the opportunity to wear it a few occasions, and I was blown away by the amount of compliments I was getting because to my nose, I felt like I was wearing a basic scent. I just wanted to get some wear out of it, man. And what you're going to get in this particular fragrance, man, you're going to get some peach, some wild raspberry, and some dry amber. It's pretty much what you're going to get in this fragrance, man. And there is a gourmand accord to this fragrance on the dry down, but it's a stunning, stunning fragrance. I didn't even realize how beast mode this fragrance was, number one, because I've never heard of this brand. By Luxottic, Magnetic Elixir. And then I went to their website, man, and just kind of looking around on their website. They got some more fragrances on that I'm more than likely going to check out. And the price point for this, if you get it full retail, it's probably going to run you about $220, right? $220. But if you ask me, it's well worth it. It's one of those fragrances that you can just grab, put it on, and go, and you ain't got to worry about it. It's going to get you through your day. You're still going to be able to smell it. Me, I put it on my skin, and I actually put it on my shirt. And like I said, it lasted me all day. Shirt was in the laundry room, and I still was able to smell it. Longevity for this, 12 plus hours. Projection for this, 2+ feet. So I would say about 2.5 feet of projection out of this. And the compliment factor, if I had to rate on a scale from 1 to 10 what the compliment factor was for this, I'll probably give this one probably a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. Yeah, but that's number 5 on my list, man. Magnetic Elixir by Luxottic Parfums. Excuse me. All right, next up on the list, man, is a fragrance that a lot of people know, but when it first came out, it was a problem, and people didn't like the fact that it was overly priced, and they felt like the blend was kind of basic, right? And what am I talking about, man? I'm talking about this gem right here. This is Parfums de Marly Valero. Hate all you want. Hate all you want. But you see the dent in this bottle? I got to re-up on this thing soon, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. One of my favorite fragrances. If I had to rank this fragrance in what I like out of my Parfums de Marly collection, and just from their house in general, man, this Valero will probably be top 3. It'll probably be top 3. I just didn't like the fact that they came out with it. Yes, it's a less extracts, and the price point was $550. I didn't like that. If this was priced along the same lines as all the rest of them, it would have been a banging fragrance. It probably would have been a steal of the summer last year, 2025. Now, what do you get in Valero? You're going to get some citron. You're going to get bergamot, juniper berry. You're going to get lavender. You're going to get some geranium, nutmeg, cypress, amber super, patchouli, and sandalwood is what you're going to get in Valero. This thing is a monster. And what I like about this is that you can rock it in the daytime. And then you can also dress up with it, man. You can rock it out on a date night. Like if I was gonna be going on a date and I just had to choose out of the 5 scents that I have right here, it'll be between this one and another one that I have on the list, man. So with this longevity for this, I got about 7 hours out of. I get about 7 hours out of Valero. I get about 7 hours out of Valero. The projection for this, I would say about 2 feet. It does, to me, fill up a room, especially within the first 2 to 3 hours. You walk in the room, people are going to be able to smell you, man, and you're going to get a lot of compliments. If I had to rate this one on a scale from 1 to 10, compliment factor for this, I will probably give Valero a 7.5. I would probably give Valero a 7.5. It's definitely going to get you some compliments, man. There's never been a time where I've worn this where I didn't get a compliment. And as you can see, the dent in here is crazy. And I've only had this for about a year and some change. It's time for me to re-up. I'm definitely going to re-up. Probably in a couple of weeks. All right. There you have it, man. My number 4 on the list is Valero by Parfums de Marly. It's a part of the Less Extracts edition. All right. All right, man. Next up on the list, we're talking about a new banger that I haven't really seen get a lot of love. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is none other than Wild Rush by Initio Parfums. Wild Rush by Initio Parfums. What you're going to get in Wild Rush is you're going to get some red berries. You're going to get some caramel, lavender, bergamot, patchouli, vanilla, and sandalwood is what you're going to get in this fragrance. This right here is a beautiful fragrance, man. Beautiful fragrance. I will say this. I will be honest, and I have to admit that when I smelled this in the store, I smelled it on a testing strip. I instantly fell in love with the fragrance. And then when I got it home and wore it, you know, like the next day or whatever, at first I was kind of underwhelmed because when I first put it on, I didn't get that same feeling that I got when I actually wore this fragrance in the store. I don't know what that was about. Not to say that the fragrance don't smell good, but that initial reaction that I had when I first smelled this fragrance in the store is different. And the reason why I like this fragrance, right, is because Creed Aventus is one of the all-time scents in a lot of people's eyes, and in some people's eyes, it's the GOAT, right? And what Wild Rush reminded me of was, it reminded me of Creed Aventus with extra fruits and minus all the smokiness, right? And the smokiness is what turns me off about Creed Aventus. That's why I don't never hardly wear it, man. Even Absolute Aventus, you know, the opening is beautiful, but then it dries down until it gets that smoky accord to it, and I really don't like it, man. I don't like the dry down, I will say. But this right here, you get those red berries and that fruit throughout, the caramel, the vanilla, the patchouli, and the sandalwood. And sandalwood might be one of my favorite notes in fragrances, right? So with Wild Rush, the compliment factor with Wild Rush, I would give it about a 7, 6.5, 7. Projection on this is not really that great. Up to 2 feet projection. It's not going to be a room filler or none of that stuff. It's for those up and close encounters. People get close to you, they get in your scent bubble, they'll be able to smell you and all of that good stuff, right? The price point for this is pretty steep. With Wild Rush, man, you're going to pay about $430 for Wild Rush. I have not seen this on the gray market yet. I'm sure if you give it some time, it'll be on the gray market. If you can find it anywhere on the gray market and you can find it between $250 and $300, I would say that this right here is a steal. A lot of people are going to call this scent profile basic. I don't think that it's basic, but it's not my favorite from the line of Initio. I can tell you that right now. It's definitely not my favorite from the line of Initio. But for the purposes of this video and for the purposes of the summer, This is up there. This is might be top three or top four. Okay, so here we got it. Wild Rush by Initio Parfums is in my number spot. All right, the next fragrance that I want to talk about on this list is a fragrance that I have not seen get a lot of love, man. For whatever reason, I don't know, man, but probably because from where it's coming from and the house that it's coming from, a lot of people probably looked at it as basic. But man, what am I talking about? I'm talking about Casley from Parfums de Marly. If you've smelled Casley and gotten your nose on Casley, then you know right off the bat that there is kind of like a familiar DNA in Casley. When I first Parfums de Marly, when I first got a sample, I got a sample of Casley before it came out. I had applied on the Parfums de Marly website, and they sent me like a 5 ml sample that I just kind of wore. And upon initial spray, and when I first smelled it, it put me in the mind of a Louis Vuitton Imagination in that lane. I'm not saying that it smelled like Louis Vuitton Imagination or nothing like that, but it kind of put me in that lane. You know what I mean? It was very, very fresh. I can tell that it had neroli in it. The only thing that this fragrance is missing is the T note that's in Louis Vuitton Imagination. But to me, to my nose, it smells like it has everything else. Casley is a beautiful scent. And what you're going to get in Casley is you're going to get some bergamot, you're going to get some black pepper, ginger, grapefruit. You're going to get some pepper, neroli, petitgrain, teamer, and then you're going to get some rose. I think the rose kind of balance this fragrance out. So it's not as fresh, or it's a toned down freshness. I think the rose does that, which makes for a beautiful scent. You're going to get some agave wood, you're going to get some labdanum, benzoin, and leather. Now, the leather note in here is toned all the way down. You can kind of smell it on the dry down, just a teeny bit, but it's not anything that's going to be overpowering and it's just going to turn you off about the fragrance. All right. So when I wore this fragrance, I ain't going to lie. When I first sprayed it, maybe I had to let it macerate, man. I'm like, yeah, maybe I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. But when I wore it and gave it some time to kind of go through its phases, it was an absolute monster, man. Casley was one of those fragrances that instantly grabbed the attention of everybody that was around you. Everybody liked the scent. Everybody was complimenting me on the scent. Compliment factor for this, man, if I had to give it a number on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say it's about an 8. It's one of those fragrances that everybody loves, right? And you can't go wrong with it. It's a room filler. Projection for this is about 2.5, 3 feet. And longevity for this, man, with Casley, you can get 10 plus hours of wear out of this, especially if your skin is moisturized and you actually spray it on your clothes, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Like I said, if you like Louis Vuitton Imagination, you'll like Casley, just without the T note. Without the T note. Other than that, banging fragrance, man. You're looking for something for the summer and you're looking for compliments, Casley is going to be one of those ones, man. It's one of them ones, right? All right. The next fragrance that I'm going to be talking about on this list is a fragrance that don't get a lot of attention. And maybe because a lot of people, don't know about it. I mean, they know about it, but maybe they haven't really pulled the trigger and got their nose on it, because this house is a magnificent house that offers a lot of variety. But all of their fragrances, for the most part, are attention grabbing. They're attention grabbing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Check Please by Mind Games. Check Please by Mind Games. Listen, man. The first time that I got my nose on Check Please, it blew me away. It blew me away because I remember thinking to myself, like, this is a different type of Mind Games fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that you're gonna automatically appeal to. You're gonna like it, and this is a well-rounded fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that you can wear it out in the daytime, casual wear, and you can also dress up with this fragrance on a date night or whatever, man. You can wear it with a suit, and people are absolutely gonna gravitate toward you. With this fragrance, compliment factor is a 10 out of 10 out of 10. It's a room filler. It's the projection for this is 3 feet. What else can I say, man? Longevity though, longevity. I get about 7.5 to 8 hours out of this, but it's a magnificent scent, man. This might be top 3 from the House of Mind games. This might be top 3 from the House of Mind games. It's up there with, you know, Blockade and French Defense, and Queenan also is another one, man. So shout out to Mind Games. They keep doing their thing. And Check Please is that fragrance, man. To me, this has been my most compliment getting fragrance of 2026 summer wise. This I bought this not too long ago, and I started wearing it for the summer, and it absolutely turns heads. So if you're looking for some that is gonna be versatile, that's gonna get you through the summer days as well as the summer nights, then check out Check Please from Mind Games, man. Listen, that's all my time for today. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, man, but y'all was here with me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share this content with somebody else that might like it, man, and keep rocking with me. I appreciate y'all, man. That's all my time for today. It's your boy AP the Fragrance King, and I'm out.